It's Week 5 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll get a look at Ezekiel Elliott. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Pats and the Steelers, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. At a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 23 carries, 93 yards.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
Well, you look at this Patriots defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
They're throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The Steelers send out their punter now. They'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Dorsett on the return. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that big-time game?
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards, counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A first down carry by Elliott. Breaks a tackle and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Hess. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Christian Watson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw, Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. 3rd and 4. Here's Pickett. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field. And that brings up 4th.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He connected on all 5 of his throws on that opening drive and finished it with a touchdown pass as they begin here 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 23 yards, the final tally. Looking to throw. Hess. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Inside give to Elliott. Able to fight through 1 tackle. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. Now 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down. Off the bootleg. Hess sliding out of the pocket. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
On third down, Hess. Working the middle of the field, and he's got him man complete. Touchdown! Christian Watson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Pickett back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On third down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. They find some open field here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashioning together a heck of a resume.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll start with an AFC East battle down in South Florida. Buffalo at Miami. And it's the Bills with the lead in the second quarter. Josh Allen with a touchdown pass to Stephon Diggs. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently, they trail in that ball game. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And that one, all tied. Our 2 teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Patriots to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hess escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. This is taken at the 23. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Now Pickett.
And this is Shepard on the catch. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll try the right side with Harris. There he goes, right side.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough.
Harris running straight ahead. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On the give, this is Harris. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down.
And that is incomplete here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is now a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. New England trying to get a place on offense.
They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Here's 2nd and 8. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
It looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hess.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Off the bootleg. Hess. Bryant has it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They hand this off to Harris, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw on 2nd down. Tatum. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Harris.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
To throw on third down. Tatum. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And the Patriots are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And complete once again to Watson.
Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Harris.
And that should do it. He's got a first down, and the Patriots can run it out from here.
2 yards is the pickup, and it'll be first down, New England. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He finds his receiver, Watson.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for New England, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.